Hello and welcome back to Chile Capital. What we have today is a very exciting update for AGE listed on ASX, Australian Stock Exchange, namely Alligator Energy, uranium exploration company, as well as a developer of their project in South Australia, Blackbush Plumbush deposit ISR project. So, uh, I am super excited, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. What we have here, what we're looking at here is AGE weekly chart. Um, and if you if you were able to catch a long form deep dive technical analysis on AGE on my YouTube channel, you will know that what we have here is a massive bull flag that has been formed since beginning of 2020. There's the pole. Here's the bull flag itself with the upper resistance line or boundary or downtrend that was keeping the price under it. And as you can see, uh, as a very typical action, share price action in a bull flag is you have one, two, three, and action, and a fourth attempt to break through it. And what we have done today, today is being 30th of June, 2026. It's the end of the month as well as end of financial year for Australians. Um, it's a very important um, monthly candle we have here. In fact, it's a closing level of 5.5 cents, which has been the highest close since uh, June 2024. So this monthly candle has clearly punctured through and broken the resistance line of this bull flag. Now, the most exciting thing, obviously, for me is um, the fact that we have an activated bull flag. Means we are going to be reasonably expecting, uh, if not carbon copy, but a similar move of advance in share price, as we can see with the bull flag here from 0.2 of a cent to what was 11.5, I believe, cents, the high, 11.5. So I have previously already copied that advanced line and copied it and put it from the bottom of 1.9 cents, which is here in August 2025. And as you can see, the target for that advance is $1.08. So what we have today is we have today the activation of this advance. So the bull flag has been basically activated, or all systems are go, all engines are go, the running of the bulls, the pamploma, whatever you want to call it. We are due for some sharp price action over the next 12 months. Now, sometimes these bull flags, they don't repeat exactly, and there may be a delay, and there may be time-wise, we may not get to the target precisely as it's pointing to July next year. But I am super excited because it does point to some real activity over the next few weeks. But let's have a look maybe in more detail on the weekly. On the weekly, you can see a little bit more detail, and we had a really um, big move on the weekly basis. You had 1 week that was undecided. It went up, down, finished the same. So anyway, we'll call it as a positive here. 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4 week, 5 week, 6 week. 6 weeks of positive gains. And if we were to project that move from the low of the week in June, or 9th of June 2026, that was the low there. If we project the same move and put it here, as you can see, I've already done that already. That gives us a short-term target with a time frame of being somewhere mid-July of 7.9, 7.8 cents. Now, there's another beautiful target that we have to discuss, and that's an inverse head and shoulders. So here we have inverse head and shoulders. So let me just draw the outline so that you can see it for yourself. There's one shoulder, there's the head, make it like, oh God. And there's the other shoulder. So I'll just make it more visible. So what we have here is inverse head and shoulder with a neckline that I would say we need to put in the neckline at 5.1 cents. So there it is. So we have, and here's I've drawn the line to the low of 1.9 cents from the neckline, and then we move that along, and that gives us a target of 13.5 cents. So let's just add it on. There's the target 13.5 cents, and the target of 7.9 cents for the retrace of the very good move here. So if that retraces that advance, that's a short-term target of 7.9, and then 13.5 for the inverse head and shoulders. Now it's just, to me, I'm just super stoked to see that we had a squeeze here, a wedge squeeze on a weekly basis, and if you look at it at the daily, like it doesn't look as good because you have action outside of the lines. But if you put it in the weekly, that's how you can tell whether the wedge makes sense or not, because that you trim away all the wicks that are extreme share price actions, and you can see what's going on. So we had a wedge squeeze, and then we had a pop out from that wedge that got smashed back down in the ETF rebalancing, apparently, as well as there was an announcement of Plumbush, Blackbush MRE improvement by 67%. So maybe that was front run on here. Then they got smashed down and then it got all bought up as well. And look, we have a confirmation. We have volume here that's showing that people are definitely interested and they bought up the story. And now since this week, they have continued on the advance. And today was a very flat day until late afternoon, when all of a sudden we had somebody chomp through 20 million shares and subsequently pushed the price up for the close of 5.5 cents with a high of 5.7. So when we go back to the monthly and we have a look at what's going on, we can clearly see that we have multiple things working for AGE going forward. We have a bull flag that's been activated. We have a wedge that broke out to the upside. We have the inverse head and shoulders that has been on a reasonable scale. We have that's almost 2 years of time frame here. That's been activated. So, I mean, it's just from a technical point of view, this is super, super, super positive for the company going forward and for the shareholders. So we have like multiple levels, multiple targets that are going to be hit reasonably soon. And of course, if it doesn't happen, then something bad has happened, and we will see that in the chart. But at the moment, the chart is saying all systems are go, and it is absolutely exciting because I was talking about $1 price target from the bull flag retracement from way back in here in August 2025. And yeah, super glad that I'm able to make this update and load it up on YouTube. And please comment below if you feel as excited as me. And sorry for too much mumbling here, but it is what it is. I think it's a fortune to be made here. So good luck, everyone, and we'll touch base in a month or two to see how this chart is going to take shape. Bye for now.